Hey everybody, welcome to week 5, last week of the human resource course here. So just welcome. Most of you doing pretty good. There's a few of you that are kind of lagging behind, but most part everybody's doing real good in the course, so that's good. Um, One of my little motivation or themes for this week is about finishing what you started. Most of you are in the beginning, first year or so of courses, and you made a decision to do the school. Again, back on my thing, I harp about is school is an everyday thing, not something you do once a week or so. So it is a commitment, and something you need to finish. Finish what you start. Also, commitments. Again, this little phrase here. Commitment means staying loyal to what you said you were going to do before, long after the mood. You said it has left you. You can read it there. But anyways, so there again, sometimes we decide to do things and and we realize it might be a little more difficult than we thought or whatever the case is. But you need to stay in there, stay dedicated, committed, determined. Uh, don't let distractors get you, and keep moving on. And even if you need a little help along the way, I like to use these running analogies. You still make your way to the finish. Marathons, an example. People who go into marathons, uh, don't expect to win the marathon. They want to finish the marathon. So I use that analogy for that. So all right. So there you go. Into the course this week. Like I said, the homeworks I do see, the discussions I see, good work there. Um, when I did this, I didn't see any projects yet. So if you have or haven't, you got your project that's due in week 4. As we move into week 5 here, we got you got 3 chapters. You got chapter 15, labor relations, 16, employee discipline, and promoting safety and health. So all the everything's interrelated. I may have mentioned in another week about employee discipline. One of the things a lot of people are scared of is seeing things in writing, but writing is the most effective tool, even if it's to say good job. And a lot of people in management don't use that tool, so that's why there's this little fear factor when somebody has a written you can call it writing, write-up, counseling, whatever you want to call it. But so that's one thing that if you're ever in a leadership or management position, you should be writing up all your people for the great work they do or the bad work and how to improve on it. And that's something I think that's lacking in a lot of organizations. And that's part of what this chapter covers. Um, Chapter 15, the labor relations thing, that everything you want to know about unions is in this chapter, and that's one of the things. You know, uh, and I want to preface this by saying, don't take my opinion. You can have different opinions. My personal opinion on unions is they were great when they started, great purpose, but today they are no longer relevant because the government has laws and regulations. Some of the unions have not progressed with time. Because when the unions first started, part of their tactic was the bullying tactic. Um, I still see that every day. I'll drive by a new construction site or a little restaurant, and somebody hired a local contractor, and you'll have the union people demonstrating because they didn't get the job. So to me, that's bullying. That's like intimidation. Um, about 12 years ago, before I moved to Missouri, I lived in Ohio, and there's a city up there called Youngstown, Ohio, and the unions up there were very relevant. The city hired a contractor to pave the streets, but it was some private contract company. They did the bid and they got it, but because the union company didn't get it, the unions went out there and vandalized. I mean, they literally chased them out of town, vandalized their equipment, destroyed it. And so it's things like that whoops, that I look on the negatives of the unions. Not to say that there's some not maybe good intention, and the people in the unions are good people, but again, You know, we have laws now, right to work, you know, there's the issue of right to work. I see the bumper stickers, you know, how it's a rip off and everything like that. But at the same time, is it fair to be forced to join a club if you want a job somewhere? When you go into the local, you know, local wherever to get a job, and the condition is you join, you know, is that fair? Is it fair that if 51% of the people decide they want to join a union in a place that doesn't have a union, the other 49% are compelled to join the union or lose their jobs? You know, so there's a lot of, you know, a lot of debate. But anyway, so there you go. Everything you want to know about unions is in chapter 15 here. So, so there you go. Uh, the other thing, evaluations. We ask people to do evaluations every course because then we can improve on it. And we do make changes as each course progresses. If we, you know, we find out there's something wrong somewhere, or there was a quiz question that was incorrect, or whatever it might be. So, you know, negative or positive feedback is appreciated. So, all right. And I think that's pretty much so. I'll keep this short. That's pretty much it. If you're going to stay in the business program, you'll probably see more of me down the road here. I teach usually 2-3 the business courses every term. So look forward to seeing you again. And with that, I'll give you my test question for the week. And you can let me know what's going on here. This is my almost 5-year-old grandkid. We just did something here on the computer, and he is anxiously awaiting. So you can maybe let me know what you think that is up there, if you know. Or if not, you can just, you know, let me know what you're doing there. And that's it. Let you go. Have a great week. And was enjoyed the course with you. And I'll see you next term if you're in one of my courses. So take care, everybody. Bye.